welcome. This is our workshop Wednesday, and let me get my fingers are kind of, I need to get them so I can pick stuff up. Okay, so I promised you a video today that we would be using these stickers from our April 2021 paper pumpkin. And if you look, what came with there is Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper. That's paper that you can get to June 30th. So that's still available, and I have some of that I'm going to be working with today. It's really cute paper, and not only is it cute paper, but there is a punch that goes with it, a stamp set and a punch that goes with the paper. Now the punch, the bundle, you can get the stamps right now, but the punch is on back order till May 31st. So, and this is page 49 of the mini catalog, January to June 2021. So page 49, and so you can order it right now. You can order it, but you have to wait to get it, and there's an estimated time of May 31st right now for this punch. But I have the punch to show you, and it has some neat little sprinkles and also some Blackberry Bliss ribbon that goes with it. That's all part of the suite. So here's those little sprinkles. Aren't they cute? So this would be great for the summer, and I can't get them open. Probably a good thing, because they probably go whoosh everywhere if I get them open. But these are really cute, and cute idea for your ice cream. Put sprinkles on your ice cream. Now this is the stamps, sweet ice cream stamps, and I always love it when they have a happy birthday and a thank you, and that's really cute font too that they used. And it's big. There's your happy birthday. Let me put it behind something white. That's your happy birthday right there, and then your thank you is a nice big thank you, and a really cute font too. So you might want to consider getting this bundle, the Sweet Ice Cream Bundle, page 49 in the January-June mini catalog. You're so cool. But we're not going to use these stamps today. We're going to use the stamps that came with the paper pumpkin. I just wanted to show you what's available. Ice cream cone punch. We will be using the DSP though. But if you have some similar DSP at home, you might be able to get away with that. So we don't really need that right now. So here's the DSP that we're going to be using. I haven't designed anything. Hi Joni, hi Janice. I wanted to design with you, kind of show you my design process. So on the back of these is this, and when I first saw this, I had no idea what that was for. I'm like, how will you use that? Well, someone clever in the group, I don't remember who, told me that the reason they have that is so that you can punch out. There's like a little ice cream cone. You can punch out the ice cream cone from this paper here, and you can have different colors of ice cream, which I thought that was pretty clever. And I also thought, why didn't I think of that? But I'm not that smart. So we're going to be using, this one is nice. It has little popsicles, but then it also has a stripe in the back. Little ice cream cones. It's great for this hot summer weather that we're headed for. And then some little sprinkles. And what was this called? It was called Ice Cream Corner DSP, and it's available. So that's an interesting pattern. That's an interesting pattern. On the back of those are some more of those ice cream cone things. This one has ice cream cones, and then I thought was really cool on the back, it has the actual cone so that you can punch out the cone from here and have it look like an ice cream cone. I thought that was cool too. So we'll be using this paper, and I thought what would be great is an easy, it would be to use, well, the stickers are going to make it easy, but these note cards that we sell, they come with, there's 20, they come with, we'll get one that's already, so it's a like a, what is that, a 3.5 by 5, 3.5 by 5, and they come with envelopes. And I thought these would be really cute little note cards, something you could drop in the mail to someone. And they're perfect size for these popsicles. I'm guessing that's some kind of ice cream, rainbow ice cream. I'm not even sure what that's supposed to be. But I'm thinking that these note cards, now those note cards can be found in the new catalog that just went live yesterday, page 136. You can get them in very vanilla or basic white, and these are basic white. It's $7. You get 20 cards and 20 envelopes, and I think that's a good value. So it makes creating quick and easy too. So let's get started. The other thing that I have found, and I'm doing this with the, hi Lynn. I found this, I'm using this with the, oh, what is that? Pansy Patch. When this is the mini messages, it was a bundle, but I think it retired as a bundle, but you can still buy the matching, there's actually 2 now. I should find those for you. I'll look in my, oh, I gotta show you guys this. So I put my new catalog. I used my machine. I don't remember what it's called. I used my machine to put the binding on, and again this year I did the same thing I did last year. I started putting the holes on the wrong side, but at least it's on the back this time. Last year it was on the front, so at least it's on the back this year, but I can live with that. So let me look in the back here, and the index is really nice to have. Mini messages, page 42. Saves you a lot of trouble. Okay, so this mini messages is the one that was a bundle, but now it's retired, but you can still get them individually. But now they have mini happenings, which is on page 42 of the new annual catalog. It has different sayings, and this is all one stamp, so you can stamp all of these images at the same time if you want. And then die cut them and have them handy for like quick cards and stuff. So this is, we'll be using the die today. I just wanted you to see, you have the first one, Lynn. I wanted you to see this is a really good set. At first I have to admit I wasn't that crazy about it, but I have learned to value it now. I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. It would and I just cut a bunch of blank ones. I didn't even stamp them. I cut a bunch. One sheet of blank ones. You can see here for today, and I'm like, oh, well, that'll sure make it easy to find, to stamp and keep them in a bag. But yeah, I'll be using these for the Pansy Patch class. So that's page 42. the dies are in the back. So let me see if I can find this die, what it's called. It's on page, okay, here it is, page 164, Messages. The die is called Messages. Okay, so I'm just saying you might want to get one of these just to do what I did and have some handy dandy, especially because there's all different shapes too, so that makes it easy. Okay, so we're going to be using that. I have brought, I don't know if I'll use them because we're going to be creating the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I use those a lot when I create. And I brought the circle dies, which is a staple. And I also thought I might try the new Scalloped Contours die, which is kind of the same thing we have with the Stitched So Sweetly, but the scallops are larger. They're larger scallops and a little bit bigger, I think. Well, quite a bit bigger actually. So this goes with the new catalog Color and Contour Bundle. Scalloped Contours die and Color and Contour Bundle. So I thought I might just for fun grab this out and see if I might use some of these today too. So we'll see. We'll see what I use. I'm not sure. But I'm assuming this is going to go pretty quickly. I've already cut these, so I can put that over there. And I use this to measure for to see which one of these will fit in here. So it might be a little tight. Those are pretty big. Yeah, those are pretty big. If I was using the other one, I don't know why they made them so big. If I were using smaller, like this type of font, you can see these would fit in there much better. Like, You're Absolutely Amazing, Here for You Now. And then this long one, you could use probably this one down here at the bottom, and Better Days Ahead. So so that's pretty cool. So I don't know if we'll be able to use these or not. We'll see. We'll see, but we'll definitely, I want to just show you those. All right, so let's get started. We've got the paper, the cardstock. Oh my goodness. Let me go. Oh, cardstock's over here. I didn't want to use full sheets, so I cut them into half. So these are the colors that are in the DSP. They had terracotta tile, but I used Calypso Coral instead because terracotta tile is now retired. It was one of the 5 in colors that retired. They retired and we got 5 new ones. So we've got our cardstock, and let's look at our paper. Isn't that gorgeous? And then let's look at our stamps. All right, we got stamps. And oh, hi Maria. I see you here watching now. You're having trouble with the connection? I hope it's not me. It was giving me trouble yesterday. So I don't see any ice cream. I don't know if we could use the ice cream cones because it doesn't really go. We could use that, but I want to save that for ice cream cones. We definitely could use this. Oh, we definitely can use this because it has popsicles on it. More ice cream cones, but it does have sprinkles on the back, so we could use that. We could use this because it has a pattern, and then we could use this pattern here. So Now, let's see. I can color coordinate these papers. This is Old Olive. This is supposed to be terracotta tile, but I think I can match it with what is this? Calypso Coral. This is a lot of purple. I'm probably going to match that with white. Even though I have Blackberry Bliss, I might use some Blackberry Bliss. What other colors do I have? I have this, and I really think that this goes well with that. And maybe this. And then this, I think we might be able to use this with that. So let's get jiggy with it. What do I want to start with? Let's start with this Old Olive Green. It's awesome. So I've got my stickers here, and this has the green in it. This is definitely going with this. It's going to be kind of monochromatic. All right, so we know this is 3.5 by 5. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer, and I always like to have something behind my paper. So if this is 3.5 by 5, then I'm going to need, and this is small too, so I'm going to probably do 3 3 3/8 wide and 4 7/8 high, because I do not want, and then my paper is going to be 3 1/4. 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. 3 3/8 by 4 7/8. And so now we have this to go on the front of our card. That's cute, right? And easy. We did it. All right, next, popsicle. This is the popsicle that we want, but I'm afraid if I just slap it on there, it's going to disappear. It's going to disappear. So do I need to put it behind something? What could I put it behind? A circle? Yeah, a circle. Let's get out our circles, and I'm going to do a scalloped one. And it's going to have to be big, but not so big that it's bigger than the, yeah, it's big enough for that, but it's not too big for here. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to cut that out of this, and I'm going to use my little, now I did have some of the leftovers from the kit. I might use those. I'm going to use my little mini here. Where are you? Oh, I put them in the drawer. I put them in the drawer so I could find them easy, and then I forgot where I put them. All right, so this would be great for the mini. Okay, so I'm going to eyeball this, and I'm just going to cut this enough. Y'all ever do that? Just to get it done and get it done quick. Okay, so it's not too wide, so that's good. And I'm just going to run this baby through here. It's on paper, so I have to kind of hold it still. All right, so there's that. Put this over here out of the way for now. And that will give me a background for my sticker. So I'm going to go ahead and pull my sticker off here. There. I'm thinking, afterthought, I probably should have done a white circle and then I wonder, is it on for good? It is coming off. Gently, gently. This is what I do when I create cards for my classes. I'm like, oh, I like that idea, but I like better having a white. So let's get white. Let's do a white scallop. And this is the second largest scallop, by the way, if you're wondering. I probably should tell you that in case you want to make it too. Second largest scallop. And let's try this again. And how about we put the handle on the side that I need it on. All right, here we go. All right, so we have this. So that's the second largest scalloped. You can tell because it's 1, 2. So let's try the second largest oval, second largest circle. That's too big. We need the third largest circle. Yeah, that's what we need. And I don't want to waste, so I'm going to cut this from this. And I might have to tape it to keep it from moving around. Feed that through there. And also, you could, if you wanted to, have a circle frame like this. I don't know if you've ever done that before, but that would be kind of cute too, wouldn't it? So, well, let's just see how that would look. How would that look? I think, where's our card? Would that look? That actually would not be too bad, would it? That actually would be kind of cute. All right, I think that's what we're going to do. That wasn't the plan. The plan was to have it this way, which I think that would be cute too. What do you think? Decisions. Whoops, it thinks that I should do this, I think. Okay, so yeah. Well, heck. That's too much white. That's too much white. So let's do this. Let's do the old olive on the white. And this was the third largest circle to remember, and the second largest scallop, in case you want to do this. Okay. Now I am going to quickly, while that dries, can move it around a little bit. I'm gonna put this card together, make sure I got it going the right way. So here's our base. Here's our paper. Here's our, now we're going to, let me put this back before I get it buried under everything. All right, so that's going to be, and I think it'll be kind of at an angle. Okay, there we go, cute. And so we can put our sentiment down here. And what sentiment are we going to use? You're so cool. That would go down there really nicely, wouldn't it? And I thought I had some, I know I had some circles left. I thought I had some others left from, I know I did. It's just a matter of finding them. There's so much stuff on my desk. Well, first of all, I don't need all these on here. I can get rid of those. And I probably won't use those yet. So I know I had some of the rectangle, here they are, rectangle ones left from the, would go right there. You are so cool. All right, so let me get out my D block and my You Are So Cool. I probably would normally, in fact, you know, I think I am. I think I'm going to use my Stamparatus because I am so picky about my getting the ink, you know, nice and rich. So I'm going to put my deluxe mat there because these are photopolymer. Get this out because I use that, and I get my 4x6 plastic. So I'm going to stamp You Are So Cool, and I'm not going to stamp it upside down like it might appear I'm going to do. Okay. And I know that when I pick that up, it's going to pick up my plastic. All right, so put this over here. I'm running out of room. All right, I'm going to put these away. Over here, out of the way. And get my random ink pad. And I'm going to use Old Olive because it's green. And I'm going to ink up my stamp. You Are So Cool. Oh, I have this, no wonder I have this piece of, I use this when I use rubber. Sometimes it's just a piece of thick, it comes with sometimes with your papers and stuff. It's just a piece of chipboard to kind of help out my stamps. Okay, so now I'm going to put this here on my sticky part, slide it under. You Are So Cool. I'm not going to clean that off because I might use it again, actually. And ink that up. And I probably should have put this here, and I just moved it. Oh, great. Oh, great. Oh, great. Oh, great. Well, you can see what real stamping is like. Well, good thing I have another one, right? All right, so I will put my plastic here again. Repeat. Let's only repeat the stamping, not the messing up. Okay, so I guess it's important that you do that as well. And you know, I might even, this is some removable tape. I might even just tape that in place just because. I saw someone do that the other day. They used washi tape, but I have from Office Depot. This is, you can tell because it's blue. It is removable Scotch tape, so it doesn't stick to your paper. You can remove it and it doesn't tear. Most of the time, like 99% of the time, it doesn't tear. And it also will help keep your thing in place. The magnets help, but I don't know why that cool is not, am I not inking it enough? I'm thinking I'm not inking it enough. Maybe I'm not pushing on it enough. Let me move that. Just going to do the L. Because the other is, unless that's the way it's supposed to look. Ah, there we go. You are so cool. And that's going to lighten up. It looks pretty dark right now, but once it dries, it's going to lighten up and matchy better. So let me clean this off. So, and I will clean this off too, just because I can. Just because I can. All right. You are so cool. Get my stamp. I'll be using this again, but for now, I'm going to put it away. And I should have probably done something to the inside too. Should I pop this up? I think so. I think I will, because that will give it a little dimension and it will make it stand out more. I'm pretty sure. And I'm going to use this technique because I have no patience. And I want it at an angle, but I also want, now you could use that and make it almost look like it's supposed to be like cool. Like cool is kind of, I could use that. I sure could, but my perfectionist won't let me. There is the silver sparkly stuff is all gone, Lynn. But I used it on all the, I finished my kit and so it's all gone. So there's that. Should I pop this up? I'm going to pop this up with mini dimensionals. Reason being, they're not as tall as the regular dimensionals. And so it'll be just slightly lower than that, which will mean they won't be fighting each other. If they're the same height, they're going to be fighting each other. And I could just not pop this up, but then it might look a little flat. Needs to come over just a bit. Let me do this. It's easier to see. All right. Now I could finish the inside and put happy birthday, but you know, I'm not going to do that for time's sake. But I did want you to see. So I used the paper that I told you about, and I used the circle dies and the sticker, and that's a little crooked and it's gonna bug me. So I am going to probably ruin it, but come over there. 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 I am done. Now this is a little heart that was it stuck to my finger, and it came from believe it or not, this. There's a little heart right here, and then there's some stars. Well, maybe I'll put that little heart right there. I think I will. It was fortuitous that it was sticking to my finger. Let me remember where to put the right there. Just a little dot of glue. And then I don't have my take your pick tool that has the sticky thing on it, so I'm just going to have to do this by hand. What do you think? Yeah, I think so. I think it works. Or you could put a jewel there or something if you don't have that little heart. You're supposed to do 3s, so, but hey, what can I say? The little heart was jumping out at me, so I had to use it. All right, so that's one. Moving right along, let's see, what else can we do? I'm running out of room to put things. Okay, how about there? I can put it there. The other thing that I really loved was this popsicle paper. And what colors did I say the popsicle went with? Popsicle paper, was it these two colors here? I think so. All right, so here's our popsicle. I think I like that one because it kind of goes with this. And these are the colors. We could use our purple. We could use our purple. But now this has just a little bit of these two colors in it. I think we should add some purple. See what a difference that makes. Oh, thanks Maria, thanks Lynn. So see, those two by themselves are kind of nice. Add that Blackberry Bliss and boom, it jumps right out at you. And this is the sticker we're going to use, and so I think I'm going to go ahead and well, wait, I'm going to use I started using these stickers here. So I'm going to use this. If I cut it, it will be easier to kind of envision. So I don't want to be too matchy because I tend to do the same thing over and over and over. So I don't want to do that. So let's do this one. Let me get my next victim. So my next victim here will probably be a, I don't know, will it be landscape or not? Let's see. Now these are pre-scored, so this shouldn't be that difficult. match them up here, match that corner up. Get my bone folder. All right, don't need the envelope. So if I do that, yeah, I can do that. All right, so if I do that, I probably want to have a background. And I really like the way that Blackberry Bliss is making everything pop. So I'm gonna use that for my background. So we decided that we would need 3 7/8 by 4 7/8. No, 3 and 3 3/8. I don't know. Good thing I got lots of cardstock. 3 3/8 by 4 7/8. That's our base. Might use that. You never know. So we got this, and it's going to be a landscape card. Now for this, we're going to need 4 3/4. Four and 3/4 by 3 1/4. 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. Same as we did the first one, only this is going to be landscape. And so this is what we got so far. And I want to incorporate these two colors too. So, and I also have some ribbon. I have some Blackberry Bliss ribbon here too. Nice. Nice, nice. So how can I incorporate these? Got an idea. Okay. I need this to be about 1.5 inches. Let me turn it around. 1.5 inches. And do I want it to go all the way across or just to the paper? Let's do 3 3/4. No, 4 3/4. 1.5 by 4 3/4. That's going to go here. And then same thing here. We want this to be, let's have this be, this is 1.5. Let's have this be 1. Okay, 1. I'll measure it here on the side. 1 by 4 3/4. 1/2 inch smaller. Okay. So now we got this and this and this. So 1 by 4 3/4, 1.5 by 4 3/4. And that might be it for that. Might be. I say might be. Let me get my Blackberry Bliss ribbon. This is also in that suite. Now, if I wanted to, and I might, I could, I could run this through a folder. Let me grab a folder, guys. This is a Tasteful Textile folder. And I like it because it doesn't have, it gives it texture. I use this line too to line up. So maybe I should turn it over so I can use that line so that it's straight in there. I'm just going to run that through my big shot. Probably going to do it off camera though. And let's see. I don't remember how to do I don't remember how to do it. Alright. I'm still learning this new. It's not big shot. It's alright, so I believe I used the base and then a number 4 and then this. I think that's it. And then I run it through. Okay, that's what I did. I used the base, the number 4 plate, and then the folder. Just so you know. It's hard to remember all these things. Alright, so now you can see an embossing folder. When you have cardstock, if you got a lot of cardstock, embossing folder will kind of break up the monotony and also give you some texture. So I'm going to hold that up there so you can see what a difference that is, not being a flat piece of cardstock. And I think we're going to put our ribbon over that. I wonder what it would be like to have this as a scalloped edge, but I don't think I have anything that would do a scalloped edge. I have this, but the edge, the scallop would be too big. It would just be too big for this little card. So no scalloped edge, I guess, but nice to know it's there. So I'm going to put this on here. Do I want to put it in the middle or do I want to put it kind of down? I need to get some more of that purple in there. The ribbon isn't enough. A lot of times when I'm doing my designing, I use my scraps. I'm like, oh, what would that look like? I like to just play around and see what I can do. Definitely need some purple in there somehow. Alright, so we know this is 1 inch wide. So if we got some purple and we made it 1 1/8, 1 1/8, just 1/8 of an inch bigger. And then it was 4 3/4. All right, let's try that. Get that little bit of purple in there, or Blackberry Bliss. All right, that's probably just enough to bring it around. Yeah, I think so. But you know, I'm not really liking this. Let's see what it would look like with this. Well, let's try both of them and see. We know this is 1 1/2 by 4 3/4, so let me do 1 1/2. By 4 3/4. let's just see. Let's just give it a look. Hi, Catherine. Let's give it a look. I like these colors together, but I'm not seeing it come together with that paper as well as I would like. So let's try this and see how these look. Oh, I like that much better. It just meshes better than this. Even though I like those colors together, there's so much more green in this paper and in this project. So let me do some adhering here. Normally I would use glue, but because of time, I'm just gonna really, because I don't want this popping up. And it's sticky. It is sticky. So I'm going to go over here to the edge. Okay, and then this is going to go to the edge, and for some reason I cut that short. 4.5. I don't know why I cut that at 4.5. Let me grab some more. I have some more over here. I thought I cut that at 4 3/4, but I guess not. All right, let's try that again. 1.5 wide. By 4 3/4, not 4.5. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. Which when I moved here, we had a gas stove, and my second time in my life I've had a gas stove, and I'm like, oh, I don't like gas. But now I love it. Isn't that funny? How so often in our lives we think, oh, I hate that. I'll never like that. And then we find out, hey, it's not quite so bad. All right, well, let's see. I'll put this on here. It's kind of like that when I get a new catalog too from Stampin' Up. Or I look at it and I'm like, I don't see a lot that I really love. And then I look at it, and then I look at it some more, and then I look at it some more, and then I'm like, oh, I like that. Before you know it, I've gone crazy again and bought a bunch of stamps. But oh well, I could have other faults, I guess. Do I want it lower than in the middle? Yeah, I think a little bit lower than in the center would look good. And you know, I'm really bad about thinking afterthought. Where am I going to put the sentiment? If I add this ribbon, and I was actually thinking I would put a bow there, but if I add that ribbon, there's only going to be one place to put my sentiment, and it's going to be there. And I have a circle sentiment that I can use from the kit, but could I put the sentiment there on kind of and this is gonna have to go on something, because it's not gonna just lay there on that. It's gonna have to go on something. I didn't think about that. What can it go on? It has to go on something. Let me get my Stitch So Sweetly out. That's too big. So it needs to be, that's too big. That's too small. That would be good if the card wasn't so small. It's almost the right size, almost. Let me see. Let me see. This color and contour. When these are new, oh my gosh, you have to be like, what do you think, guys? Would that work? I don't know. I don't know. You know what I think? You know what? You probably, if you're not a big fan of fussy cutting, you probably won't like this idea. But I'm thinking I am going to put this on some white cardstock. If I can find some. And I'm going to fussy cut it. So I'm just going to put that on some white cardstock so that it has a backing. Get my little scissors out here. And this is a simple shape, so it shouldn't require a lot of talent. And that's good because I'm not really a big fan of fussy cutting either, but this I can do. Take my time, just follow around that white edge. Okay, got that part done, and then I'm just going to cut in straight and in straight. Cut this somewhat straight. These snips are really good for this, unless you've used them for paper like this, and then they don't do your ribbon too good, but they do your paper really good. All right, there we go. Now all I have to do is this little round part here. Easy peasy, just follow it around. Ta-da! We did it. Okay. Yeah, we could do dimensions, Catherine. That's a good idea. And because it's already going to be a little bit on dimensions because it's going to be kind of up. So now back to our dilemma of our where we're going to put this. Where maybe I could use the "You Are So Cool," and it's not necessarily. I mean, it looks kind of bad, but then it doesn't. You know, it almost looks like it was meant to be that way. So, in spite of my perfectionism, I'm gonna do it. Oh, and do I want ribbon now? Do I need ribbon now? Let's see if I even need ribbon. Because oh look, if it's kind of catty cornered like that, that is kind of cute too. Instead of having it straight across, having it kind of catty cornered. But since the Yeah, I don't want it too catty-cornered. Let's put the ribbon underneath and see how it looks. Maybe we won't be able to do a bow, but maybe we can get that ribbon in. You don't really see the ribbon that much, but it does add something, doesn't it? It definitely does add something to it. Okay, so let me put this on. And again, I would probably use glue because I would want to make sure. So it's only going to go to the DSP edge and not quite in the center. Okay, and now I'll put my ribbon on. Give myself a generous piece. Let me see. I'll measure it for you. It's about 8 inches. It's really too much, isn't it? I could probably get by with 7. Let me take an inch off of that. Okay, and then it's going to wrap around, so I will put my think that's enough? You think that's enough? Okay, so I got my little curve. You can see the natural curve, so that way I know it'll do its thing. I think I'll put this in the middle. Yeah, I like it better than the circle too. And like I said, even though it's kind of didn't stamp all the way, it almost looks like it was meant to be that way, kind of like it's cool. I think that's got enough on it now. I think so. All right. Come on, come on, come on. We're making progress here. And I will use I could make that a little bit, just a little bit off. I think just a little bit off is good. So I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. It already has a lot of dimension here. It just needs some dimension here and here to kind of make it look to do straight, so it lays flat. And so I probably want to use the larger ones, but the larger ones are too wide for this down here. So I'm going to go over here and rub some from the side. There. And then I think I can use a big one here. Put it on the wrong side. Come on. It says, I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. Well, you're going in the trash. That's where you're going. All right. Yeah, I needed to put it on that side there. And maybe one right next to it. So now it should lie flat. So let me go ahead and put these on. Make sure I have enough room here for this. Yeah, this needs to come over just a little bit. Yeah, that's good. And then I decided, what do you think? A little off or straight? Straight looks good, but it does look kind of, I don't know. I kind of like the straight, but I kind of like the little bit of off to like somebody that's cool, you know. I'm going to do it kind of crooked. I'm going to use little dimensionals, mini dimensionals. Get my names right here. Because if you want some, you'll go to the catalog and you'll look for little dimensionals and you won't be able to find any little dimensionals. But if you look for mini dimensionals, you can find them. And maybe I'll put some in the center too to support it, because it's not gonna be too bulky. So now decide again. A little bit wonky or straight? I don't know. Straight, Monica? You think it looks straight? Okay. Yeah, because a little bit wonky. I mean, it does look kind of good, but if it's straight, then it definitely looks good. It looks intentional, not like, oops, you messed up. Somebody was half asleep when they put that on, because it's not straight. I do want it to overlap a little bit, but not too much. All right, there we go. Now, if we had, I brought my bucket of embellishments in here because I wanted to have them handy if I wanted to do some embellishing. And pearls. I don't know what these are. Gold glitter enamel dots. I think that's what these are. I don't know if these have been retired or not. I thought they were opal rounds, but I think they're gold glitter enamel dots. I'm not sure. I don't want to take a chance though and use something that's retired. These are cute, but they're kind of big. Need something really small and sparkly. How about rhinestone basic jewels are always nice and good, and you can color them. So what color should we color them? I've got my Stampin' blends handy. We have purple, we have Calypso coral, which is really supposed to be terracotta tile. We've got yellow. How about some of the yellow? Let's see. I always use my bullet tip. This is the Daffodil Delight. Dark Daffodil Delight. So this will give it some sparkle and color, but it won't take over. I could do blue or purple, but those would take over. And we try to stay with threes. That's the rule. I don't know who made it up, but that's the rule, so I try to abide by it. 3 of anything, so that, and then you want it kind of in a triangle. Not an exact triangle, but kind of not. How about right there? See, that's kind of a triangle, right? That's good enough. Hmm. You know, this is the point where you say to yourself, I could spend another hour here just looking at those, trying to decide where to put those. But I don't know, sprinkles. Where should we? I mean, these are sprinkles. How about there? Yeah, that looks a little better. These are sprinkles after all. So there's our sprinkles. Okay, that is card number 2, and of course I could finish the inside. I'm not sure how long I've been at this. I don't want to be too long. I was thinking of doing about 3 cards. So here we have 1 and 2. And let's see, for the last one, let's do a quick one for the last one. This is my idea for the last one. I want to do the strawberry. I thought this paper and this went really well. Okay, so let's do our usual of, I always do this, but it's almost a tried and true. So 3 3/8 by 4 7/8. Then 3 1/2. No, 3 1/4. My dimensionals are sticking to my paper here. 3 1/4. I might go ahead and do my 4 3/4 this way. Let's see. Yeah, is this going to be? Yeah, this will be a landscape too. 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. Since these are small cards, it seems to be a little easier to work with the landscape position, because the stickers are pretty good size. All right, so now we've got this. Get my next victim out here. And like I said, this was supposed to be terracotta tile, but I'm using, and I don't want to repeat myself and do the same thing again. So let me cut my strawberry out. Could do this with the watermelon too, I guess. I think the watermelon would look good there. Let me cut it out. I may change my mind. I may change my mind and want to do the watermelon. But I really like that. Okay, and then maybe we can use this one here. Yeah, the idea is sometimes is just keep it simple, because so if we have a circle there, I was thinking about putting the strawberry on a circle, but it would have to be a pretty big one. Let me get my circle dies. Oh, remember we had this? We still have that. So what if, because that has green in it. But then would we want a circle, or would we want something else? Hey there. So let me do a white circle. It's going to be, let's do the second largest scallop in white. Come over here. See, this is fun to play with, and it's so easy because with the stamp stickers, there's no having to stamp the image and color, and it just makes it so much fun and easy. Let me get my thing out. Die cut that real quick. So second largest scallop circle. Just when you craft, does your desk get like all crazy too, like this? I don't see how it couldn't. Okay. So done with that for now, anyway, and hopefully done. So. And this is just the same size scallop that I cut with the third largest circle die earlier. So now that I definitely will use some glue because there's no way I could do it any other way. Tiny, tiny, tiny dots of glue. I'm doing about every other scallop. I always challenge myself to see how small I can get those dots. And when you use this many, you don't have to have as big a dot because, you know, you have a lot of little dots makes up for a few big dots. So there's my little dots. Okay, Lynn, thanks for joining me. This is my last one, so maybe you can watch it later. Gotta go make dinner. I'm having meatloaf tonight, and I promised my husband I'd make some meatloaf, so that's what I'm gonna be doing here in a minute. I'm a little concerned about that white on white, but I think it will work. I think it will work. So here we go. Strawberry. Now, what do I think about this circle? I know I like that. I don't like it. Okay, I can go ahead and put this on my paper. It's easier to create when you don't have things sliding around. Since I'm not expecting to put any ribbon on, I can go ahead and do this. It's easier to create if everything's not sliding on in its own little orbit. Okay. That's really big. Almost too big, but not, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see. And then for our, so I don't like that, but I don't know, we might, I mean, but we already decided that I'm going to do the hey there. But I don't know if I want, I think I need something square, and I don't know, I don't think any of these were big enough for the hey there. where they, oh, maybe that one. Yeah, this one right here. So all I could do now is go in here and find that one. Where are you? It's kind of a, oh, here it is right here. Perfect. I can do my hey there. And that would just be a simple little card. Now this needs to be cut 3 3/4, I believe. So this is 3 3/4 by, let me tell you, here in a second. It's 3 3/4 by 3/4. 3 3/4 by 3/4. Now I could put another, I could add another color there to kind of make that stand out, but I don't want it to be the focal image. So that's about an inch from the edge. So let me go ahead and put that on. And measure it 1 inch and 1 inch. Okay. This I will pop up with dimensionals, but I don't want to put dimensionals over that, and I'll use the big ones. So I'll start by doing this. And I could probably put one here. And I could probably put one there. And one here. Oops, already got one there. Put one there. All right, that will hold it, I think. I think that's going to hold it. It should. It's 5. So just a little bit of a tilt. And then this. Now, is that going to be okay? I think. What kind of ink? I could use Old Olive. Hey, I could just put that behind there, huh? And give it a little bit of tie-in. Old Olive or Calypso Coral? I'm thinking Calypso Coral. So this little piece that I'm going to put behind it is, it's not really 5/8 and it's not really 3/4. It's in between. It is actually, if you do 5/8 and then go up a 1/16 of an inch by 1.5. But if you did 5/8, it would still look all right. All right, so let me put that on there with some glue. Oh, I don't want to do that yet. I have to stamp on it. Oops. Let me set that aside. So I decided Calypso Coral. Oh, I see what you say. I don't want to show too much. How about if I got this piece here? I wonder. So Kay wants it to show a little more. And if she did, How about if we did like a little banner behind it? Should we do that? Let's try that and see what it will look like. But I have to hold it up there, so I don't want to cut it. A small banner. Let's see, now this is more 3/4 here. I'm going to go in 1/4. I wonder, how about just, what if we did just one banner side instead of 2? Let's see how that looks. How about that? Rather than having 2 banners. What do you think, guys? Should I do 2 banners? Both sides banners? Let me see. Let me cut a piece and we'll do banners on both sides and then we'll see which one we like. And let me see, I think I said this was 3/4. Alright, so this is 3/4. And I'm going to make it 2 inches. One, Catherine K. Oh, cute. Okay, so I'm going to do about 1/4 inch in. And I always like to do this. I like to explore my options. That's not straight. Well, I can't even make a banner anymore. What's wrong with me? Okay, 1/4 inch. And that one I cut the tip off, but at least this will let us see what it's going to look like. Okay, that's it with 2. All right, whoever said 1 banner, I think you're right. I think you're right about the one. I kind of wish that was like not so, the corners weren't so sharp, but maybe it'll work. Okay, so this was about 1 7/8 inches by 3/4. All right, so now let me get my Stamparatus. I'm gonna do my hello there. And if you're making these at home and you don't have this messages dies, just cut a square. Just cut a square or a little bit of a rectangle. It will look just fine. It's just nice if you have it to go ahead and use it. So, hey you, hey there, hey you. All right, and it sticks because it's photopolymer. Where'd it go? Here it is. Plastic, Calypso coral. Okay, and then make sure that's still in the corner. It's a tight fit, but it will make it. I still got some of that removable tape. Maybe I'll just go ahead and use that too, because I don't want to have to cut another one of those if it messes up. Cute. I like it. Make sure I get that Y. I'm beginning to think that that's the way it's supposed to be. Not quite as dark as the rest, to maybe make it look like it's kind of melting. Okay, there we go. Looks like I've been operating. It's kind of looking like blood almost. Good thing it's orange, not red. I can get kind of sloppy sometimes. Okay. There. Put my plastic away. Almost done, guys. Thank you for your help. I appreciate your opinions. It helps me. But you can also see how I kind of do the process of elimination. I try things and maybe I like it, maybe I don't. Just going to put a line there. So I guess I can chuck that because we're not going to use it. Hey there. Get it even. Kind of hard to tell. And then I'm going to pop that up with some, I think I'll use the big dimensionals. That way they'll be kind of the same height. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. It's like, okay, I don't know why I'm having trouble getting it. There we go. Hey there. That's cute. Simple but cute. I could have put something else behind here to kind of brighten up that piece of Calypso coral. But hi Kay. Glad you joined us. So, and then we can put some bling on it. Let's put some bling on it. Pearls. Pearls would really look pretty. I'm partial to pearls. They dress it up. Like, it's kind of plain right now. But watch. My 3 roll. 1, 2, 1. And I'm using the smallest pearls. I could probably use the bigger ones. They might show. But then they also might take over. All right. Okay. That's good enough. Whoops, pearls are flying everywhere. I could have colored them, but should I put a pearl here? Let me see. That would break the 3 rule, but rules were meant to be broken, right? Because that looks a little there. Well, it's maybe not quite. Maybe more like right there. Or there. All right, I think that works good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Broke the 3 rule, but it's not in the same thing, so I think it'll be okay. I don't know that whoever gets it's going to complain that there were 4 pearls and not just 3. All right, well, thanks for joining me. I hope I gave you some ideas of how you can play with your stickers. They're fun, they're colorful, lots of great ideas. We didn't get to the sun or the rainbow, but I'm sure that you can come up with. I'm thinking about making some thank you cards with this, so you might be getting some of my cards in the mail with your kits. Okay, well, thanks for joining me, guys. I know it's a long video, but we had fun, and I will see you Friday for FYI Friday. I hope to have all of the I've got 2 more projects to do with the pansy patch. So I hope to have those Friday to show you, and I hope you'll be wowed. I hope I'm wowed. All right, and I'll see you Friday. Bye.